Hey everyone, this is my 1973 Volkswagen bus. It was my grandpa's and my dad's, and I have a 17-month-old son, and now it's his. So it's 4 generations right here. I did some repainting, some Bondo work. But anyways, today's video is about how to replace the Jalouise window. Mine broke at the hinges here. At these hinges. And I can't find where to get them. So luckily, my wife's a realtor, so we found these and they were going to go to the dump. So we're going to replace the Jalouise window. Here we go. Now, please don't quote me on the pronunciation of Jalouise, but that is the triple window on the VW bus. Let's go inside and take a look. Okay, there are 10 Phillips head screws along the sides that you want to take out, and it's a pretty easy installation. You can see there are grooves inside where the screws screw into, so you can adjust it back and forth if you need to. And if anyone knows where to get a handle, I looked on J-Bugs. That's pretty much where I shop. If you have any other dealers, let me know. Your hookup. Okay. After you take out the tiny Phillips head screws out of the top, you want to make sure you find a little bag or like a little container. That way you don't lose them, because I'm sure you can find some at the local store, but it's better to be organized. Okay, here we go. Zip. Now this should just pop right out. Wow, look at that. Maybe I should have done it from the outside, but it's okay. I guess I'll just keep recording so you can see the installation process and see if maybe I drop it or something. So depending on the shape of your bus, sometimes this will be covered in pine needles and dirt. There's a little bit of dust in here, so the seal from 1973 has done a really good job of keeping stuff out. But you can see at the holes, the paint is chipping off. So you're gonna wanna clean that, rub it with some 120 grit sandpaper and spray it with some Rust-Oleum anti-rust paint. Make sure to tape off the paint job. So I have some 150 grit. I'm just gonna go around the holes, make sure the paint's not chipping off, and I'll go ahead and throw some Rust-Oleum on. Yeah, I can't believe how good of a job it did keeping all the debris out since 1973. It's 2023 now, so 50 years. 50 years. So I think what happens, one more second. So when I was taking off the window, all the screws were pretty loose. So I think what happens is when the window jiggles on the back side, it makes the exterior side jiggle, which sometimes rubs off the paint. No big deal. So we're going to fix it with this orange Rust-Oleum. Matches pretty well. It's what I painted my little boy's kitty wagon, little tag. Look at that. How cute is that? It's pretty cool. Anyways, back to the all right, so inspect each hole. This one looks like the paint is going to chip off on this side, so let's just give it a little bit of rub-a-dub-dub, 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 rub-a-dub-dub. You can see some bare metal. That's great. We're going to put on this Rust-Oleum Ultra Paint and Primer Gloss. It's real orange, people. It's real orange. Matches pretty well. It's going to be on the inside of the window. And it's what I ended up painting my little boy's bus. Bonds to plastic. All right, I'm just going to grab some generic Gorilla Tape. But first, I need to paint those holes. Masking tape and some newspaper. Trick of the trade, run the masking tape first. And you can go ahead and fold it up in a 90-degree angle. And you can just slap it right over. Just like that. A couple more pieces and it should be good. Alright, we're looking pretty good here. Probably just tape on the inside. Go ahead and tape it on the inside, so I'm keeping this feathered out, so if there's any overspray, it's going to spray off the white. I should really just cover it, shouldn't I? Well, thank you for convincing me. All right. This is not a sponsored video, but Rust-Oleum Ultra Gloss also bonds to plastic. Give it a little bit of shake. go. It's gonna be great. Now, a moment of truth to see if I got it on the white. And it's looking fresh. All right, so now we're gonna get the window, place it in, and use the tape. It's a nice window. Want to make sure the seals are clean. The bottom has some gunk, so I'm going to scrape that out here. It's just a little bit of dust. We're going to send it. We're going to do it. Nice and careful. Okay, I think we gotta tilt it in. Nice. Tilt it in. Working the sides in. All right. Of course. Come down in. Come on, man. Come on. Getting caught up here. So I'm gonna wiggle it around and get you back soon. New plan of attack. We're gonna use some soapy water, spray the corners. Make sure to make a huge mess. All the water is dripping down, and I don't want it to stay in there. So I'm spraying the seal here. I was just seeing if the pressure would clean out some of the stuff in there. It looks like it is. give it a shot again. Second try's a charm. Make sure to put it in upside down. Okay. Come on. And you want to use this tape to hold it in place so it doesn't fall off. And if there's any goo left over, we'll just clean it up, no big deal. The most important thing is to keep this window safe. They don't make these anymore, or maybe they do. Maybe they refurbish them. And to anyone that needs the frame, and if you want to try to rebuild it yourself, I have all the parts except for the broken swivel pieces. I also have some windows. This side window, and I'll show you at the end. But the other side window as well. Good seal. I'll bring you inside. And now it's just a matter of putting in the little Phillips. Eventually, I want to put some LED lights wrapping these 1x. I did the blue, and I did these 1x's to kind of make it look like a boat in here. Looks pretty cool. We could hang up some pictures. when I'm screwing these in, I'm making sure I'm not blasting through and stripping them out. Uh-oh. Come on now. This bottom rail wasn't exactly lined up, so you have to 45 degree the screws into it and kind of push down at the same time, and it levels out. I was thinking about putting Loctite in, but I'll just check them on the next trip. It's really cool how in the old days everything's just so simple. So up here in the mountains, gets a little cold. So I've always wanted to take this overnight ski camping, which I have to Sierra at Tahoe a couple times. And I installed a Chinese diesel heater, and I am sweating in here. The garage temperature says 57. And it's really hot in here. It's 78 degrees. I'll give you a little rundown. So that's it for the Jalouise window install. Just remove the screws, make sure everything's clean, rust free, and make sure everything sits nice and flush when you install the window, and make sure to tape around it just so it doesn't fall off. That would be awful. 57 degrees. $81 degrees in the bus. Got a Chinese diesel heater. Boom. Okay, the garage door is reading 50 degrees. Oh, 55 degrees. Let's check it in the bus. Oh my gosh, 200 degrees. Coming out of the vent. 115, what the heck? Well, I also have it on high. Oh, the vent tube is hot too. That's really cool. Well, now I have a heated dash, you know. So I put an inverter in here. We got the Chinese diesel heater underneath with the T to this vent, and the T runs right on the outside and connects to the inlet hose. Before I hooked it up, I made sure to clean out the inlet hose. When I hooked up a vacuum, the suction was super high. Ended up air blasting some air through here, covering the other. At the Y, I covered one hole, and there was like a big rat's nest in there. Nasty. But pretty cool, pretty warm in here. 57 degrees. What? Cool. Oh, I put the radiant bubble wrap up top, and it's doing a pretty good job insulating the heat. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more, I will try to record all the projects that I do to the bus, and glad to show you what I'm doing. Thanks.